Patrick Davey joining us from WorkSafe BC on this Thursday afternoon as we switch seasons. Inevitably speaking, the weather is only getting colder. The snow will arrive at some point. I don't like talking about it. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
We have to talk about it though, because shifting into winter, it's a WorkSafe BC campaign that you guys like to focus on, and you have some pointers for us.
You know, I even hate to say winter. Let's talk
too.
about fall. It seems like June, I was sandbagging at my neighbor's yard. July and August, you could cut the smoke with a knife here, and here we are. I was just up in Sun Peaks this morning. It was 4 degrees. All the leaves are changing, and you know, we've already had snow on the Coke. We're starting to get rain, I think, in the forecast for tomorrow, and plus the daylight hours are changing. So this starts can create significant hazards to workers that need to drive for the course of their work. I will say that motor vehicle accidents continue to be the leading cause of traumatic injuries in BC. In fact, every year on average, we have about 20 workers that have died and 1,260 workers that have been injured while they were driving at work. And the scary thing is that over 30% of that happens in October, November, and December.
As the elements change.
As it gets worse.
Yeah, interesting. Not surprising, but it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how can people prepare and be sure that they are ready to face the elements, especially while on the job?
Well, every employer should have, a large employer or small employer, they should have a health and safety program. And in it, they should have policies and procedures for their workers to follow. And especially in regards to driving. And I've got some tips I can talk to you about. Really don't go. How many times have you been in the winter and looked at the Coke? Say you had to go to Vancouver and you go, no, I'm not going to go.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it. So secondly, let's plan the trip. So if you have to go, if you have a meeting down there, can you video or teleconference? How about flying down there? If you do drive, plan the routes. Look at your weather conditions, look at your driving conditions. I go to Drive BC all the time. If I'm going to drive, maybe I need to go to the canyon. Give yourself lots of time, don't rush, and be prepared if you have an issue where you have to stop for a while. As we look at the vehicles and that, you know what happens in Kamloops. The first snow, what happens? Everybody rushes down. Don't be that guy that's sitting in a long line in 3 weeks. So be prepared. It's about time to change into those winter tires. And how about that pre-season check of your vehicle? Really, do you want to be worried about that in December? How about safety conditions? Say cold hazard. You broke down. Do you have a coat or something in the truck, in the car? I'd also say a big thing really, and you've seen it all on the Coke, slow down and drive to road conditions. Everybody's seen somebody in a 4x4 going by at 110. So slow down. And really, when we talk about how slow, drive to road conditions, but you want to maintain at least a 4-second distance between the next driver. And in the Shift into Winter website.ca, there's lots of things. There's actually online courses for supervisors and employers. There's also a lot of things for workers, and toolkits, videos, FAQs. There's a lot of things that you can use to kind of prepare yourself and your workers that drive for winter conditions.
And we have a video. Let's take a look at it right now.
Congratulations, you've now got a trip plan. Next, you need to think about the vehicle. Is it right for the trip? Is it equipped for the roads and weather? Has your employee completed a pre-trip check to ensure it's in good working order? And are they familiar with the vehicle and its safety features? Go ahead, get in, and make yourself comfortable. Adjust the mirrors, the seat, steering wheel, and headrest. The most important part of any journey management process is the driver. Has your employee received the necessary education and training? Are they fit to drive? And are they instructed in procedures for safely pulling over to check text messages and voicemail?
Lots of good tips there. I'm not wearing the pedestrian vest in my car. I hope that's okay.
Why not?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel good. I don't know.
Hey,
it's itchy.
Here's another thing too. I was just thinking about how much have you used your windshield wipers in the last 3 or 4 months?
Yeah, almost
Zero?
not at all, right?
Then you get out there, it starts snowing, starts raining,
Huge
and you can't see anything.
I know, and I know right now for myself, I have one windshield wiper that's pretty substandard. I need to get that dealt with.
So be prepared and start thinking early, and don't get caught, you know, when it gets ugly out there.
Very good. Forethought. That's what it's all about. Patrick Davey, thank you for being here today.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yes, to learn more on this very important subject as we shift into winter, you can go to WorksafeBC.com. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.